secret wedding that exposed every hidden truth in my family. I signed the license and watched the ink sink into a last name I had never used. The clerk had circled it in red on my birth certificate, and the room finished. The plan was simple: Tuesday ceremony, 2 witnesses, a dress that fit in a tote. Then my cousin posted a photo of the courthouse ceiling to the family chat, and the hall filled with shoes and bracelets tapping on phones. My mother reached the threshold first with the bouquet wet from the market. My father followed with a real estate folder held like a shield. My sister slipped in with the small ring box our grandmother hid in a flour tin. The clerk kept a fingertip on the red circle. My birth certificate named no father. The surname I knew lived only on forms my mother filled in neat squares. The man who raised me stared at the blank line and adjusted his cuff. Water dotted the tile. The officiant called for witnesses, and the room shifted around me. My partner stood steady by the window. The ring box opened to air. Inside lay a pawn ticket folded to a square. The number matched a list I once kept when small things began to vanish. The ticket showed my sister's signature and the date of a weekend she swore she spent helping me move. She slid the paper back and closed the lid. A clerk from the next counter brought a refund check made out to the name inside the red circle. It came from a banquet hall my mother booked without asking, and that I canceled at midnight. The envelope was returned to a house that was no longer ours. My father gripped his folder. Under the elastic waited a notice for a second mortgage, opened the month my college fund vanished. The sale closed 2 weeks ago. The family photo by a new door had been a move out, not a move up. The check trembled between us. The clerk scanned the barcode and pulled my hospital record. A note showed a name my mother used for one day. The same initials on the thin gold chain she never removed. The date lined up with the week a neighbor left town owing rent and favors. My partner's mother, sworn to our secret, traced the nurse's signature and went still. On the screen said a bracelet code, a room number, and the outline of an answer I had never been allowed to form. My sister glanced at her phone. In the chat, an old screenshot resurfaced. It showed a message to an employer from a fake account that claimed I skipped shifts. The sender had used our home Wi-Fi and a username my brother used on every console. That month my hours were cut, boxes filled the living room, and I was kept home to help. The boxes held documents with my name in the wrong places. The clerk slid the license back and waited. The red circle glowed like a brake light. My father's jaw set. My mother tried to steady the bouquet. The stem split, and water pooled around my shoes, lifting ink from the pawn ticket into a gray bloom. The seal thumped on another desk. In the hallway, an elevator opened and closed and opened again like a mouth shaping a word. I set the license flat and pressed my palm to still it. The room narrowed to paper. I traced the letters in the red circle and made them mine. The seal clicked once. My partner's hand hovered by my knuckles. My father faced the window. My sister hid the ticket. My mother's chain slid from her collar and caught a thin square of light. The elevator chimed. I folded the license and felt the edge bite my thumb. Doors closed on a cluster of voices. The sound thinned to machine hum. I held the paper and did not look up.